Just trying to figure out where am I freaking going right now. And I know where I'm going. I'm going through the motions of going where I'm going, if that makes sense. I've got like a list of crap I got to do, and I've been doing it. This is what's weird about today. I'm on a house that I bid like 4 years ago for sod replacement, right? When I had my lawn company. And now I'm doing the prep for the sod replacement. I'm making like twice what I would have made on this house doing the whole damn job 4 years ago, and I'll be here for like 2 hours. I'll be gone. I'll be like $1,200 up for the day. I'll be like moving on. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward with the informational side of my business, I want to do a lot more. Like when we talk about SOPs, I want there to be a place where you guys can go and download a damn SOP. So it'll help you in your business. You know, when we talk about financial spreadsheets, we talk about balance sheets, or we talk about picking up customers or leads or anything like that, I want there to be a place to be like, go here and download it, and then you've got it. So that's where I am going. That's where I'm going right now as far as like what I'm trying to do with my content. It's not going to be till like midsummer where I get my content game on point, because for me I'm still trying to get my machine thing kind of figured out so that I can teach the machine thing, if that makes sense. Like I jumped into machines and I just jumped into it because I'm like, that's the future, that's where it's at. Like screw having crews, like have a couple guys, have a couple machines, whatever, but you'll do way better than you'll have like 10, 20 guys out there doing labor. And so I'm just kind of feeling like I'm getting it figured out right now. I'm just kind of figuring out like, all right, yep, I'm in a flow right now, and I'm getting it right, and I'm getting my price every single day, and I finally learned a lesson. Like I don't go out for anything less than my take-home price. So if I go out to do a job, or go out, if I hook up the truck and trailer for the day, I've got to net 1,000, like I got to, or it's not really worth doing it. And before I used to go out and if I can net 500, I can net 600, I can net 400 or whatever, I was like, heck yeah, I'll saddle up and go do it. Now I just try to stack everything and price everything so that I can get at least my rate of 1,000, maybe 1,500, and I've gotten to the point where I'm content, and that's just my daily number because the fixed cost of my business is kind of where I need to be. I've got like $4,000 a month in fixed cost, so if I work like 20 days a month, you know, that's kind of my goal, is have like my business 25% or a quarter of all my revenue going to fixed costs, the rest of it being net, and that's like where I'm trying to go with it. But it took me a long time to learn the lesson that being busy 100% of the time is not good. It took me a long time to learn that you'd much rather have 80% of the work at 100% of your price than 100% of the work at 80% of your price. And for a long, long time, I was way too low on my pricing. I was way too generous in my time, if that makes sense. And so moving forward, I feel like I've kind of got it figured out, and I'm getting to the point where I'm almost ready to teach kind of the machine setup type of deal. What's unique about this is like, even if, you know, like you've got a truck, a trailer, and a machine, and you're just super agile. I mean, you can do freaking anything. And your customers, I didn't actually get this lawn. They actually said to me like, nope, we're not going to have you do this lawn. I don't know if it's changed homeowners. I don't know what's happened in the last, you know, few years to this place. But I know that in the last few years, I've networked with every single lawn dude in town. They all know me by name. And I remember meeting this guy, Trey, that actually has this job. So Trey went out and got the job. But guess what? There's only one guy that does Bobcat services for these lawn guys. So regardless of who gets these jobs, I know that I'm going to show up on them, and I'm going to get the profitable part of the job, and they can do the labor part of the job, which is kind of unique. And it took me a long time. Like I was very intentional on where I wanted to go with the business, and I had a lot of failing. Like last year I just straight failed over and over. However, now that the shop is done and the house is done and the air compressors are rigged up and the machines are all pimped out and all this type of stuff, I've finally got to the point where it's like I'm starting to crush it, like every single freaking day. And there's certain rules where I just don't violate anymore, where I just don't go out for like if it's not my rate, if it's not my price, or it's not the type of job I do, I just say no.